Howdy folks, hope you're all enjoying your weekend and welcome back to Deliver Us the Moon. I first covered this game ages ago when it was in early access and only the first chapter was available. It has now been released, it's available on Steam for the rock bottom price of 1.5 pints of Norwegian beer. Yeah, if you've ever been to a bar in Norway, take your credit card. But the game really isn't that expensive. Anyway, we've made it to the Copernicus Moon Hub on the surface of the moon. We have just managed to repair an ASE unit, which is now going to allow us access to all of the doors that were closed to us earlier. So let's get out there and explore and find out what the hell happened here. So you might be wondering, how come you can't access certain doors unless you have an ASE unit with you? Good question. The best answer I can come up with that makes sense, aside from because that's the way the game puzzles have been designed, is down to health and safety reasons. There are certain hazardous environments on the other side of certain doors, moving machinery, exposed generators, stuff, and a buddy system is in use. If you're wandering around alone and you want to access these areas, you must have an ASE unit with you if you don't have another person with you to watch your back. Ah, that's the door we need. Let's go ahead and interact. Hooray, okay. So, not the upstairs door, which I think is the one I came in through, but which now appears to be fused shut. So, this one. And I needed the ASE to access this. What's that? Maintenance save lives. Never ever go out without your ASE. Yeah, it's a health and safety thing. So, where to now? Aha, a voice log. Oh, let's listen to that.
Still no trace. This just doesn't feel right. Alex, scan for data history. There's a recording. Rolf, come in. I think I've got something. I found a recording from the 23rd.
That's what, 2 days ago? Are you sure?
Yeah. Can you see it from up there?
I think so. Go ahead.
Alex, project hologram from September 23rd, 2054. This isn't just the Moon Up crew. There's too many of them. These are Tombow evacuees.
How do you know?
These names weren't here before. There's still dust on the stone.
On the monument, you mean?
Yeah. Victims of the Tombow evacuation. The date is the day of the blackout. Something big must have happened over at Tombow.
Pearson coming in for expedition team. Sarah, Rolf, anything on the state of the MPT?
The entire network is down, and I've had no luck with bringing it back online so far.
Make it quick. If things don't work out with the network, head back up here, whether the MPT is online or not. You have 20 minutes left to make it in time for evac.
Copy that, Control. Rolf, I'll check out the living quarters and then head back to the elevator.
Alright, more background information, but right now I've got a button to press.
Spanning a distance of over 400 kilometers to connect to the
Okay, yeah, interactive displays on the walls. Pearson Space Station, built in 2035.
safe, secure, and comfortable.
There are others of these. This is basically not really the visitor area of the Copernicus Moon Hub, but it's where it's the terminus of the space elevator. So there's a whole bunch of these public information displays for the benefit of visitors. Still not sure exactly what it is I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be going to the MPT control center. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. I seem to remember there being a map around here somewhere. So, I'm in Area 2. MPT control is one deck down in Area 5. And it looks like you access it through this. The space elevator. Except it's offline. We use the last of the power reserves to get down here. With the microwave power transmitter offline, which is the whole reason why we're here on the moon in the first place, everything is running on these backup power fusion batteries. This one powered the door to the maintenance section. Vehicle bay. Sleeping quarters. I've just been through the sleeping quarters. I've been through maintenance, that's where I got the ASE from. There's There's no point in sticking this in the maintenance socket. I've been through maintenance. What's going on here? What does this display say? Actually, I don't think I can interact with it while I'm lugging a fusion battery around. I haven't been in crew quarters, have I? I was in the council living quarters, but not the actual, you know, working Joe crew quarters. Let's see what this says. Manually realign MPT pillars on Moon service. Open. Right, so I'm going to need to access the vehicle bay to get a vehicle to go out and manually realign a couple of MPT pillars. So that should be kind of cool. But it looks like I need 2 backup power batteries to open the vehicle bay doors. And since I only have 1, I can only guess that I'm going to find a second in the crew quarters. So let's explore the crew quarters. Now, hang on a minute, this doesn't look very crew quartery. It looks very server roomy. That door's locked. Is that a malfunctioning ASE unit in the middle of that, what looks like a server farm? Okay. So this is crew quarters. I doubt there's going to be any access to MPT control down here. A chair. Well, I don't know what I'm expecting to find by scanning a chair. Oh! Somebody tossed the chair through the window. ASE unit safety limits for crowd control. There was an ASE suppressing a riot in here? Is that why the ASE unit is... Okay, yep, crew quarters. Wow. That is a lot of spare beds. Well, they were talking about evacuees from the Tombow facility, which I still don't know. I don't know what that was. And why would they have needed to evacuate it? But it happened right before the power blackout, so it's obviously connected. And there's my spare battery. Right, so I'm going to need to go in here. Oh, another voice log.
Come in, Rolf. I'm at the quarters. Do you read me?
Copy that, Sarah. I hear you. Anything interesting?
Everything's deserted, so nothing new here.
Sarah, Rolf, this is Pearson Control. Our time's running out. Take the elevator back up here to make it in time for evacuation. You've got 2 minutes.
Negative, Control. MPT network is still offline.
Leave it. We have to go. Head to the elevator now. I'm not putting anyone at risk.
Understood. Wrapping up now. Sarah, you heard Control. Are you almost here? Sarah, come in. Everything okay? Come in.
Rolf, get over here quickly. An AZ unit just activated, but something's not right. The doors are locked behind me.
What do you mean? We've got to go.
I'm serious, Rolf. Get over here. I can't get out.
30 seconds or you're too late for evac. Head to the elevator
Negative, Control. Engineer Baker requires immediate assistance. We need more time.
Evacuation procedure cannot be delayed.
Negative.
I'm calling up the elevator now.
Negative, Control. Control.
No, guys! There's still time! I just need some help! Rolf, are you still there?
Okay, so looks like Sarah and Rolf were stuck down here when Pearson Station recalled the elevator, which probably means I can expect to find more messages from them soon. The reason I'm in this particular cabin, I'm looking for that note. In emergencies, use Moon Hub's construction year to enter the office. This place is in lockdown, and I need to get into the security office, which is also locked, in order to deactivate the lockdown. Luckily, the names of the people who work in the security office was on the door, so I just had to look for whichever cabin those people lived in, and that's where I found the clue to the code to get into the security office. But before I do that, I just want to check this out down here. Tombow facility was evacuated under obscure pretenses around the same time the microwave power transmitter went offline. Whatever transpired in Tombow, these quarters provided ample room for the evacuees. Yep. Well, that didn't interact. Cup dispensed. Okay. Whatever. Anything useful in here? What's this? Another formal request from Sarah Baker, the lead engineer working at Pearson. She keeps asking about the cancelled shipments for the Orion wing. She might suspect something. Miller emailed me too. Cecil Communications. Ooh. Pearson, that's Sarah, the woman whose voice logs we keep finding. She was the first one sent down to investigate the blackout. Okay, there we go. Conclusive proof that this character is actually male. It would not let me into the female toilets. So all of you basement-dwelling neckbeards can stop burning your jockstraps in protest at a game with yet another female protagonist. This is a male character. Not that it should matter, but, well, you know, apparently it does. I don't know, I'll just work here. Right, access the status of the MPT network. Go to the MPT control center. Yes, I know, but I still need to manually realign the MPT pillars, and to do that I need to get access to the vehicle bay. And to do that I need a second battery, and it's in there. So, the code that I need to access the security office is the year of Moon Hub's construction, and I'm sure my character would know that, but I don't. Luckily, there are all these handy information displays plastered all over the walls. So Moon Hub was constructed in the year 2032. Right. 2032. And we're in. I suspect it's probably not going to be quite as simple as... you bugger! Yeah. The riot control ASE in the middle of the room. Yeah, I don't have a health bar or anything, so I don't know how badly that damaged me. Can I just run past it? Or can I send the ASE? Okay, that's where I need to, oh yeah, that's the battery. Well, yeah, I know that. It doesn't look like... Can the ASE disable the riot probe? Doesn't look like it can. Okay, there are no other surprises waiting for me around here. And I can't retrieve the battery with my ASE, so I am going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. It was worth a try. Alright, fingers crossed. And, yeah, it seems I can outrun it. Most of the time. Okay. And I'm okay in here. It can't zap me through the perspex. Pull the plug on it. That shuts down the riot control unit, and I have my second battery, which I should be able to use to access the vehicle bay. So it looks like we're going outside. Right, so I'm working on the assumption that I need two of these things to power up the doors to the vehicle bay. So here's the one I got from the crew quarters. Plug that one in. Yeah, there's only one light lit up. And the doors are still locked, so I do need the other one. But I don't need access to the crew quarters anymore, so unplug that.
Crew quarters offline.
Slot it into place over here. I don't know why the vehicle bay needs two. Maybe the bigger, heavier doors. I just... I don't know, I'll just work here. Right, anyway, we now have access to the vehicle bay. And it looks like we're going for a little bit of EVA. Hang on, monorail station. To Outpost 1, Reinhold and Tombow. I think we're going to be coming back here at some point. Realign MPT pillars. So there's a monorail connection to the various other different facilities on the moon's surface, including Tombow, where something happened before the blackout. Something that forced them to evacuate. Although I heard something about some kind of pretense. Like they faked something that required an evacuation to get people out of Tombow. Clearly we need to do more investigating to find out exactly what the hell's going on, but first I need to realign these microwave power transmitter pillars to get, presumably, the monorail back online. Here we go, for a bit of surface ops. Oh, okay, I get it. There's a safety feature. The 3 axles of the rover have to be on these pressure pads to activate the airlock. Makes sense. Oh, check this out. This is very nice, isn't it? Look at that. It's not bad for an indie game, is it? Right, so that thing over there is apparently a microwave power transmitter tower. And it's out of alignment. So I need to get over there and fix it. By the way, if you get this far in the game, don't make the same mistake that I did. I spent a lot of wasted time trying to reverse this rover into a docking position with the airlock on the tower. You don't need to do that. You've got a spacesuit. All you have to do is, well, in exactly the same way that you activated the airlock in the vehicle bay, just line the rover up on the 3 pressure pads and then get out of the rover and go and walk into the airlock. You are on a timer though, thanks to your suit's limited air supply. Although once you've got the airlock shut, this tower is pressurized, but you're going to need to go outside of the tower to realign the power transmitter. And you only have a 3-minute oxygen supply. So, let's not hang around, eh? It's got 3 minutes to get this done. Alright, let's go through the outer airlock. And we're off. Kind of bizarre that they're simulating the 1/6 gravity on the lunar surface here, but not inside the station or the facility at Copernicus. I suppose you could have some kind of magnetic boot thing going on that allows you to walk around mostly... Oh, hello, spare oxygen. Don't think I really need it. I've still got 2.5 minutes. It's there if I do need it. I can always come back. Let's just keep going. How far up this thing do I have to go? And then what kind of puzzle am I going to have to complete once I make it up? That's the question. Oh, hello. Cut in emergency. Is this going to be something that I need to do, or just more oxygen? Okay, whatever. We'll take it, since I wasted time cutting it out. It's good to know that there are plenty of fresh oxygen supplies scattered around, so if whatever it is that I have to do here ends up taking longer than anticipated, I can always get some extra oxygen. This looks like it. Yep. Oh, and this is pressurized. Or it's feeding the oxygen. I'm no longer on a timer, put it that way. Right. So, realign the dish. Where does it need to go? I don't know if you noticed the monorail on the left-hand side of the screen there. I am, of course, taking this the long way around. I would have probably only had to rotate it a quarter in the other direction if I'd gone left instead of right. And that, I think, is the other tower that I'm going to have to align. That's not what my actual target is here. It's up there on the space elevator. There it is. One down, one to go. Back into the rover, heading for the second tower. And this time I'm not going to waste time trying to line up the docking ports. Just get the thing parked and get inside. The first tower was a bit of a gimme. It was nice and straightforward. The second tower, there are going to be a couple of hazards. So the 3-minute oxygen supply that you have in your suit might not be enough, depending on how you negotiate the hazards. Anyway, here we go. Shut the airlock, repressurize, and same deal as before. The two towers are exactly the same, except this one isn't running without problems. For a start, the door's shut. So, you can use the ASE to unlock. It's going to allow me to get to the upper airlock. Now remember, you only have a 3-minute oxygen supply in your suit, which I have to say seems awfully short-sighted for somebody planning a lunar excursion, but hey, it is what it is. Right, so the basic layout is exactly the same. The route should be exactly the same. Except this time around, there are some additional hazards. Oh, no, other side. There we go. Still, 2 minutes and 30 left. Moving faster this time. But yeah, that is not good. There's an oxygen crate over there, and I can jump over it. So let's go ahead and laser the seals off. And we'll grab that. It's giving us 2 minutes and 30 again. And I really don't want to get cooked by that, so wait for it to stop venting heat, and then I can get to the ladder on the other side. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. And I think this should be it. Yep, there's the control array. And we're plugged back into an air system, so I don't have to worry about air anymore. Right, so get this one aligned, and that should provide, well, some power at least to the moon hub. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get the space elevator working, but it should be enough that the moon hub is no longer running on emergency backup power. And hopefully it's going to be enough to get the monorail working. And job done. Right. Back in the rover, back to the vehicle bay, and let's see if the monorail is working. There's the airlock. Let's get the wheels lined up with the pressure pads. 1, 2, 3. Hold it there. Wait for them to turn blue, and we're in. Outer door sealing. Wait for it to repressurize. And inner doors opening. Right. Nothing looks too different in here. Do I really want to park it up? Can't be bothered. What is all this stuff? Oh wait, no, yes, the monorail. So there's an elevator there. May as well use it. Second class riding's better than first class walking any day of the week. Yeah, there's the monorail. Get the flashlight on. Okay, the monorail airlock door is sealed. It's not going to be this simple, really, is it? Destination Tombow. Alright. So what's going on? Run diagnostic. Oh, for God's sake. Right, fine, okay. Let's head back to the space elevator. Oh, of course, I've managed to restore partial power, so I should be able to run a diagnostic. We're not running off the batteries anymore. Here we go. Right, what's the problem now? Transmitter and receiver are online. Okay, good. No connection to the power transmitter network. No signal from the Tombow reactor facility. Okay. So we need to diagnose the MPT at Tombow. Tombow is a power reactor. So that's where the power from the helium-3 mined on the moon is generated. And the monorail station's offline. Oh, power the system's up from here now that we have power. And there we go. So now, in theory, I should be able to get to Tombow and find out what the hell happened. Although I have to go through Outpost 1 and a place called Reinhold first, apparently. But now, at least, we've got power re-established to Copernicus, partially, at least enough to run most of the primary systems. And I know where I'm going. All of that to come in the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope you're all having a great weekend. And as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.